All right, so this is the before. Actually, it's really not even the before, because before we didn't even have any of this stuff. The chicken coop and the rabbit coop is new-ish in the last like month or so. But basically, just to kind of walk you through, we're having an entire English cottage garden put in, and it is currently flagged out. It's hard to tell with the flags because they're a little bit wonky, but basically there will be like a full walkway and then a whole bunch of different beds and like different configurations. There will be a perennial bed over there and a perennial bed over here where Eric is starting to put dirt. And all of this will be pea gravel. We'll have to tear up the grass, put like a net or whatever that's called down, and then put the pea gravel on it. But this is kind of just what it's looking like right now. And basically in 3 days, it's gonna look completely different. Obviously the plants won't be fully like grown, obviously, but we'll have like starter plants in and all of that, and it'll start to look really nice. And this will all be finished off as well and kind of tidied up, because that's what the back is looking like right now. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure before we started to get work done that I gave you a pretty accurate before, even though honestly it looked worse before, honestly. Okay, so it is the end of day 1. It's like 7 o'clock in the evening. But I wanted to come out and show you guys the progress really quick and kind of update you on what all we got done today. So most of today was making and filling this bed, like putting the topsoil, planting all the plants, and then I think there's still a couple more plants to go in. And then we are also going to mulch it tomorrow. And then they did this bed, which looks really good. Basically kind of a mirror situation on this side, but with some blueberry plants. And then there's a fig tree down in that corner, a lilac by the shed. And then they started to get some work done on the raised beds. So there's like gonna be those two, and then there's actually gonna be 2 lines of vertical raised beds, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna be putting a cattle panel over the top so that the trellising plants can have somewhere to grow. And then here, there's going to be 4 like L-shaped beds, kind of in a little like grouping. So yeah, that is what we've gotten done. Tomorrow we'll be putting the rest of this landscape fabric down so that we can put the pea gravel everywhere, which is going to be awesome. I'll show you. One of our chickens is on this is Goldie. Oh wait, no, that's not Goldie. That's Dolly. Goldie's down there. Oh my gosh, they're so funny when they get up on the thing like that. And the bunnies are out. But yeah, this is the end of day 1. It's looking really good, and I'll update you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, this is, I can't really say the finished product because it's never really finished. It's always changing and growing, obviously, because it's a garden. But we have had it like the build out finished for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And we got our plants in and things are starting to grow. So I'm gonna give you a little tour now, but I will obviously be giving you like updates because everything's so small now and it'll really just like explode in the next couple weeks and months here. So basically, obviously the whole concept was to go for like a really English looking design. We went with a team local to here that does like garden designs, and they did the mock-up for us, and then they did the install, and Eric and I helped, as you guys will have seen in the previous clips. But the big part of it was making sure that it kind of had this very English looking design with the shape of the planter boxes, and then having this little like fountain in the middle, which is actually totally random because we found this like the day before they were supposed to finish at a thrift store. So yeah, pretty much this is where we're at right now. You can see our chickens and our ducks kind of walking around, and we've gone ahead and planted some things. We had a bunch of like strawberries and some plants already, so we transplanted those, and then we tried to transplant some of our other stuff like this English thyme and things like that, but some of it didn't do so well. But along the two borders here we have mostly perennials, and then this is all pea gravel, and in the middle we have the boxes that have like vegetables and all of that good stuff. We have been mixing our I like to mix florals in with the flowers with the vegetables because I just think it makes it look prettier, and why not? And it's nice, it attracts pollinators and all of that. So we have lettuce in all of these, or these first two boxes. These are mostly lettuces. This is actually a spinach that has sadly started to bolt because we had one like really hot week here. And so unfortunately one of those, or actually looks like two of them started to bolt, but we'll be kind of changing this out seasonally anyways. But we have some flowers in there, a couple different types of greens. Same thing over here. We have just like some lettuce blends and things like that popping up. Most of this we got from seed starts since we kind of got a slow start to the planting season, but we do have some actual seeds and not just like plant starts. So those are lettuces. Like I said, that's strawberry. And then on the opposite side are some herbs that we tried to transplant. The sage is not doing too well. All of these are perennials. And then this bed has some herbs. I love growing herbs. It's just like one of my favorite things to grow. This is kind of just like a random mixture of stuff. Some of it's doing okay, some of it's not. Like I said, we planted it all when it just happened to be so hot, and so I think some of it came off to a slow start. The basil is not doing too well. Obviously the mint and the catnip are thriving because those always do really well. The lavender is actually doing okay, and the thyme is doing okay, and I think this is oregano, and that's doing okay as well. Then over here we have just like a random assortment of things. I really wanted to do like a tea garden, but I just didn't have all the right plants for it at the time, so this is just like a whole bunch of random stuff. However, I do have a good amount of chamomile right here in the middle that I did grow from a seed. I started it inside, and then I was able to plant it out here, and it's doing really well. And then over in these boxes we have they're not quite finished out. We actually have some room left, but we have hot peppers over here and sweet peppers over here because you want to typically separate the hot peppers from the sweet peppers, or else they'll kind of mess with each other's flavors. We have some onions and then eggplants. These two are eggplants, so something's kind of getting at one of mine. And then Swiss chard, and then rhubarb, which Eric and I didn't realize that when you plant rhubarb, you don't actually like harvest it until the following year. So we might transplant that and put something a little more productive over there. And then before I get to those other beds, I was going to show you guys right along the fence line, we have 5 blueberry bushes. 2 of these, Eric and I already had these 2, and we transplanted those, and then These ones we got from a local nursery. This guy's looking a little hot. But you can see they're already starting to get tiny little blueberries, and they should, oh my gosh, this one already has some like big ones. Oh wow, look at that. Those are doing really well, obviously. And then we have a fig tree, more like a fig, little, very, very small fig tree. It will not produce figs yet, but I still like having it. This is the lilac over by the shed, and then these are more berries. We have yellow raspberries, which we had from last year, and they're okay. I think they should produce fruit this year, but they're not like thriving. And then we got these thornless blackberries, and they're doing really well. You can see they're already starting to kind of bud off and produce some fruit. I don't even know where I'm looking at, if it'll focus on that. Yeah. But those guys are doing well. And then Eric and I made these little trellises ourselves right here out of just sticks that we gathered in our neighborhood. And these will be for beans. We have like a couple different kinds of runner beans that will crawl up these trellises. I have some watermelon, which hopefully won't completely take over, and that will just kind of grow that way and trail off, I'm thinking. Oh gosh, okra. Eric really wanted okra, so we planted some okra this year. These are more beans. Or actually, I think these are peas. I think these are sweet peas. Herbs. We planted a bunch of herbs by the chicken coop because the chickens love herbs. And so do I. So more herbs over there. And then these kind of 4 long beds in the middle with the big cow panel trellises. These are for tomatoes. So we have a line of tomatoes here, a line of tomatoes here, with basil in between. If you plant basil near your tomatoes, it actually keeps certain bugs from getting to the tomatoes. Supposedly, I haven't tested that out yet, but we'll see how it works. And then hopefully once these get taller, we have lettuce along the inside, kind of as a companion plant to the tomatoes, and they'll kind of shade it a little bit for the lettuce, so they'll thrive a little more. They're looking better than they were, but still a little wilty in the heat. A couple different types of squash, and then I'm trying to remember what I have over here. I think these are beets from seeds, so they're just tiny, tiny little guys. More spinach. These are rainbow carrots. And then I've got cucumbers, and cucumbers grow really well here, so does squash. So hopefully we're not like totally overtaken by that, but we will end up seeing how it looks. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. These are our perennials, and then these are some of our critters. We have 2 older chickens and then 4 younger chickens. These are our 2 sweet ducks, and they're still babies too. They're not very old yet. Hi, buddy. There's our Toast and Bagel. They're very sweet. That's Goldie. She's like the head honcho chicken, and it really annoys me when she scratches in the dirt like that. That's Dolly. And then you can see up on the duck run are the younger chickens. Yeah. Okay, sorry that the lighting is such bad quality. It's later and I'm trying to film an outro so I can get this video out to you guys. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the garden reveal, and if you want to have me post more videos kind of like updating like what's going on with the garden and all of the critters and everything like that, just let me know.
because it's going to be changing and like we're going to be adding more plants and everything's going to be growing. So if you want to see an updated garden tour video, let me know and I will have that out for you guys in the next like couple months. Maybe I'll do one in like the end of summer or one in the fall or something like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.